Everything seemed to hold us back that year. We couldn't work long or hard enough. For the first time, I noticed that my father was growing older. Helga's the only sister we had. She wouldn't have been the youngest, but two of Mother's babies died a long time ago. It happens all the time. There's lots of little crosses in the Mennonite graveyard.
Something's happened, Mrs. Sykes. Mother went over there. She told me to come and tell you.
Lyle, take Helga back to the house. Your brother and I can finish. If your mother telephones, come and get me.
Joe and Greta Sykes were our nearest neighbors. They'd been married only a few years, and Greta was pregnant for the first time. I asked Dad what he thought had happened, but he just stared across the field and said we'd know soon enough.
Lyle?
Okay. Bye. Mother called. She said not to wait with dinner.
All right, get washed up.
It seemed strange to see Father cook. It had never occurred to me that anyone but Mother would.
Hello, Hannah.
Hello.
What happened?
Something went wrong when Mrs. Sykes was having her baby.
What happened to her?
She died, honey.
Did the baby die too?
No. The baby is fine. It's a boy.
Dad said it must be hard on Joe, but I wasn't thinking of him. I remember the ring Mrs. Sykes used to wear on her finger. Her fingers were skinny, and the ring was always slipped sideways, so you couldn't see the stone. The baby won't be so fine without a mother.
Mrs. Sykes gave her life for that child. In a way, she lives in her baby now.
Is that where people go after they die? Into another person?
It's her spirit I was talking about.
Your mother is tired, Helga. Let her be.
Just for the night, Helga was put upstairs with me and Lyle. We could hear everything Mother and Father said through the stovepipe. They didn't talk much at the best of times. Mother would talk about when they were young sometimes, after a wedding or a funeral. But Dad never did. He didn't like it.
How are you taking it?
I guess I've seen worse.
Did she suffer?
No. It was a hemorrhage. She couldn't have known. Peter. When I lost our second child, it was like I had blood on my hands.
It wasn't anybody's fault. You know that.
I know. But she doesn't have to know what it feels like.
Hannah.
You won't either. Men will never know.
I'm going to the barn. I'll be back.
What's wrong with Mother?
Nothing. Don't worry.
What's a hemorrhage?
I don't know. Go to sleep. The wind blew all kinds of things around the farm that night. The storm was over by morning. But as I recall, we found traces of it for a long time after.
Hey guys,